Hello again, it's me, JD. Excuse my appearance. I just got done with dinner and I just got through working the car. I gotta go check to make sure it's not leaking. But while I was working underneath the car, I was thinking how far we have come in the last 200 years. And some news articles I was reading about putting these terrorists in jail and all that stuff. And I've been thinking, Khrushchev, he really knew what he was saying. Khrushchev said, give the Americans enough rope and they will hang themselves. And I believe he's 100% right. He's talking about capitalism, us, but actually he's talking about the United States. I believe that he's 100% right. We are destroying our country. Why are we doing it? Think about what Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, John Adams, John Hancock, Samuel Adams, and all those people have said during their time. You know, if our British government did at that time did what we do today, they'd all be in jail on boats taken straight to London and put on those river prison boats and never seen again. Just think about the things they said. Look at some of their writings. What they were against. And today, if you say anything about terrorism, about blowing something up, you're in jail. No questions asked, no nothing. If you say anything against the government that sounds like it could be remotely connected to a terrorist act, they throw you in jail. No questions asked. They ship you off to Guantanamo Bay. They think you even have any ties with Al Qaeda. They don't stop and watch. They don't look. You can get up and say, hey, this is all, and we have to start a revolt against the country. You go to jail. At least I'm doing it through the presidential election. But what have we become? Have we become what we are against? And if that's the case, then we are no better than what we are against. Look around you. Look at what we have become. Start asking the questions. What have we become? In name of safety, what have we done? Remember, a totalitarian dictatorship is the safest government there is, where nobody does nothing at all except for what the government wants them to do. That is the safest. A full, free, and liberal society is the most dangerous. Not only is it dangerous to other societies, it is also dangerous to itself. So the more and more government gets control over the liberties and freedoms, the more and more safe society becomes. The more and more safe society becomes, the less American we become. Think about that. Think of what we have become. George Washington would have been caught and thrown in prison, probably hung. Samuel Adams, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Paine, John Hancock. Read some of their writings and you would be surprised at what would happen to them today if they dare uttered any of those words about the items. Look at how we are taxed today compared to how the taxes were then, percentage-wise. I'm not talking about dollar amount. Look at percentage of their income to what they paid in taxes. Look at how the government did certain things. Look at how our government has gone into secrecy with so much. A secretive government is only secretive because it's doing something it does not want its people to know, because they know their secrecy is needed because what they're doing is wrong by the people. It may not be affecting the individuals, but it will down the road. So I just want you to think of what we have become. It's time to turn the corner, to go back. not back in time, to go back to what we were. It's time to be the free, developing society that we were, the open society. As president, there will be no closed door meetings. You will know what's going on. Anybody asks me a question, I will answer it. People around me may not like the answer, but I will answer it. Like I told Nancy Pelosi, in my cabinet, there's going to be 2 seats reserved, one for the Speaker of the House and one for the Senate Majority Leader. They can sit on it, anytime they want, because my cabinet will be open fully to the Congress and the Senate. For if they don't know what we're doing, how can they help us run the government? Remember, as president, I will provide direction. It's Congress and the Senate that makes it happen. So, I want you all to think about that. What have we become? Have we become the very thing our forefathers had fought against? Have we? Look at what we do today. What would have happened to George Washington, John Adams, Samuel Adams, John Hancock, Thomas Paine, Thomas Jefferson, and I could go on. Every signer of the Declaration of Independence, every signer of the Constitution of the United States, every one of them would have been thrown in jail and hid away forever. Thank you. Into our country, in this country, today. That's what I want you to think about. What we have become.